Hi, everybody. I'm Jen Baker, and I am the district behaviorist for Benicia Unified School District. And this is Quicker Tips for Parents. And today we'll be talking about the ABCs of behavior management. This is the first of two videos, and today we'll be talking about antecedents. So when we talk about the ABCs of behavior management or the ABCs of behavior, this is a concept from the field of applied behavior analysis, or ABA. ABA provides a roadmap to calmer, more consistent ways to manage problem behaviors because parents report that managing difficult or defiant behaviors is probably one of the biggest challenges that they face. So the point is to help children develop the skills so they can start to regulate their own behaviors. And the ABCs help parents understand and respond effectively to problem behavior by really noticing and being aware of what comes before and what comes after behaviors. So today we'll be focusing on antecedents, and this is the context where the behavior is more likely to happen. So it's a combination of the routine and some kind of an event or a trigger that creates a scenario for a certain behavior, good, bad, or otherwise. And consequences, so antecedents come before, consequences come after, and we'll talk about more about consequences in the next video. So antecedents, the good and the bad, it's whatever comes before behavior. And some antecedents can trigger or set up problem behavior. But in awareness of antecedents, we can actually use them as tools to help prevent problem behaviors. So let's talk more about that. So antecedents that we want to avoid assuming. Never assume your expectations are understood. Demands change from situation to situation, and when children are unsure of what they're supposed to be doing, they're more likely to get it wrong or misbehave. So avoid giving directions from afar, easier said than done for parents these days who are wearing many hats and are extremely busy. But when we yell things from a distance, upstairs or in the next room, it's less likely to be remembered and acknowledged. It's easier to ignore. Avoid sudden transitions. Unexpected transitions can be problematic for many, but particularly kids or some of our more concrete thinkers. Transitioning without warning can be a recipe for disaster, whether it be transitioning away from something fun like video games or transitioning to something less fun like Zoom classes or homework or chores. So avoid rapid fire directions. Delivering a series of questions or instructions at children can confuse or fluster them. And when we give multiple directions, it doesn't allow for them to process what we're saying. So what do we do instead? These are the antecedents we want to embrace. Being aware. Be aware so you can prepare. Pay attention to the environmental factors. What are those situations that are always causing difficulty? These are some common ones that I hear about from parents. Morning routine, when their kids are hungry or tired, transitioning to Zoom classes or transitioning away from technology, distractions, being told no, having to wait, unexpected changes in routine. These are all things that can cause difficulty. So we need to be prepared for them. And how do we do that? We adjust the environment. We remove or adjust factors that contribute to problem behavior. So just a common example, when it's time for Zoom class, making sure you remove any distractions like toys or video games, making sure that they have a snack and that they're fed, establishing an organized place for them to work and make sure that there's some breaks scheduled in. We want to embrace making expectations clear. Never assume that they know what it is that's expected. Spell it out, even if they should know, because you've gone over it a million times. Taking just a couple of minutes to make sure your expectations are clear can really make a difference in increasing cooperation and can help head off misunderstandings down the line. Giving clearly stated directions one at a time allows for processing time and makes it much more likely that your kids will hear, comprehend, remember, and do what you're actually asking them to do. And There's plenty more on setting up home routines and setting up home expectations, both on our parent webpage, and there are some longer videos on the YouTube channel. We also want to embrace planning for transitions. Giving verbal warnings, countdowns, using a timer gives them a chance to find a good stopping place. And as far as, as important as the countdown itself, making sure that you follow through to ensure the transition actually happens. Embrace providing choices. This allows us to sidestep power struggles. It takes their preferences into account. It makes them feel like they have a say in things. And this not only helps in the moment, but obviously not everything is always a choice, and you can't always have a choice. Sometimes you just have to listen and do things. But when you do give choices on a regular basis, it makes it more likely that when there's not a choice, your kids or teens are actually going to listen and be more agreeable to what you're telling them to do. And again, we have a longer quick tips video that's all about giving choices in ways that actually work. Just a reminder to only give choices that are acceptable to you. So in summary, we want to avoid the antecedents, assuming expectations are clear when they're not, giving directions from afar, sudden transitions, or rapid fire directions. The antecedents we want to embrace are being aware, adjusting the environment, making expectations clear, planning for transitions, and providing choice. And the next video will be on consequences. And just a reminder that we have our parent webpage that is chock full of resources. We also have our YouTube channel where there are longer videos. And you know that because this is where you're watching this. So check out some of our other videos, and I'll see you next time. Bye for now.